ameneyu ndi prophet general, akuti general prophet awesome. Yeah, chizungu chachichewa ndi awesome, akuti awesome kachachani awesome, koma it's awesome pa chizungu amati awesome. Prophet awesome, akuti tu ameneyu Chilima anambwerera, iyeyu Chilima anambwerera ndana anamuuza zinthu zingapo. Ndiye pano pati mumvera timuonera kuti anamuuza chani. Ndiye panali tsiku loseraso kwa 16 September zina ndi zinako. By the way, izi tangoponya kuti tisunge uthenga kuti usunga ndithu mpakana ukafika nthawiyo. Ndiye kuti ka uprofeti wabodza onyenga zidzaoneka nthawi iti imeneyo, kaya kunena zoona zazonzeka nthawi imeneyo, koma kuti muli zinthu zambiri. Ndiye tiyeni timuonere prophet amene. Guys, thank you so much Malawi and cameras.
So this is the first 4 points. That means we are also coming with second 4 points. So today I'll talk about 4 points. The next time we're going to finalize with the other 4 points. He has talked about 8 points together. So it means it's a journey. So you have to be together, right? All right. First of all, once again, how are you today? I'm okay. I'm fine. It has been a long journey. You know, I've been praying to God so that I can have this encounter. It's not just a drama, you understand? Some people might think it's just a drama. I've been praying. You know, it was last year, actually 2022, when I came from abroad. I just came in this country. I fought to see SKC many times. I tried many times to, even I remember one time I was talking to his protocol, his secretary those days. I talked to the secretary. I want to see the vice president. It did not go through. I know he was a very busy man. I tried many times. So when I saw that the message was so powerful, I reached out to some, bloggers like Umata, Mikosi, those days. I tried to share that message so that at least I can gain attention of the vice president. We tried to call around here and there. Many times I tried, but it did not work out. So I did not meet, like I'm talking about physical meeting, right? I did not meet the vice president face to face. Then one of the prophets I gave out was the conditions that I gave out and how would it happen. I described in many ways, and you can check some of the prophecies are there on the social media as well. One of the conditions was for him to come out of Toss Alliance as quickly as possible. He should humble himself and seek the prophetic guidance. Those were some of the conditions, and unfortunately, he didn't. So the rest is what happened. But that one we put it aside. So now we go to the point. I did not stop there as a prophet because people are limited somehow. Me, I'm not limited because I'm a prophet. I went further. I did not stop there. I went further. People are limited. They say, no, it's finished here. So we went further from there as a prophet. When you read in the Bible, you see that the prophet has been speaking to the Spirit. And even Jesus himself has been speaking to the Spirit in many, many ways. So I went there further. So now the point here was what next? Because his assignment that he's supposed to accomplish as a president has been interrupted. That is physically now. What about now? What will happen next? So here I'm having points which are very important. Number one, this is very, very important. Number one, he was talking about, SKC, even though he's not here, but he still have the key to the presidency. that it was a covenant between him and God that he will rule this country. He still have the key. So even he might not be here physically, but he still have that key to the presidency. So he was talking about how will he surrender that key. That's the first point. So in other words, the next president of this country. That was the first point. How will he surrender that key, and what will be the condition? In other words, others might vote for that position. They might not touch it. So he has power to choose who will take that seat. In other words, it was his, but he gave it, but according to what happened. So in other words, he has to choose whom he wants to rule this country himself. So he was talking about how will it happen. So he will surrender that key, and unfortunately, it's not the ruling party. He has surrendered that key to the opposition. So you should know that the next president of this country is not the ruling party, because of some confidential reasons which we are discussing between him and me. He has surrendered that key to the opposition. So we are going to change government in Malawi. That's the first point. So the government in Malawi will change. Number one. So number two, I wish I would have taken much time on this, but I'm not a politician that I can be here explaining as a politician. No, I'm just giving the message. So SKC, he was saying that he will surrender that key to the opposition. It means that the government in Malawi will change, whether someone liked it or not. And number one, that's what he said. He said about the leadership, that after 16th September, in this country, presidency will change. That one, whether you like it or not, you will see it happening. Number two, he was talking about how strong that spirit. He was talking about his spirit. Most of the people, how he will replication. In other words, he will replicate himself in youths. Number two, there will be replication of his spirit on youths. It means most of the youths will venture powerfully and courageous and boldly into politics. The SKC spirit will replicate over the youths. The youths will become so bold than before. The movement proceeds. In other words, he was trying to mean that most of the youths want to venture into politics, but they are lacking courage. They are lacking boldness. Continue to share this broadcast with some people. I was saying, why all these things are happening. There will be boldness. There will be replication of SKC spirit on youths. In other words, readers will rise. So he was talking about how powerful he is, even though he is not here physically, but how powerful he has become. How powerful he has become now. How will he replicate himself into many than how he could do when he was here. So it means that we should expect leaders. We should expect. So SKC now is many, has become many. He was one, but now he has become many. So there will be replication of his spirit. His spirit will be so much powerful. Listen to me. So much powerful. And on the day of election, this is what he said. So now we're talking about on the day of election, what will happen. Number three, on the day of election. On the day of election, he said he will monitor everything. He said, don't worry. Others say they will rig elections, whatever. He said, don't worry about that. He will monitor everything. He said, I'll be active on 16 September until the day of announcing your election. The spirit of SKC will monitor everything. In other words, this position is his. As I said, number one, I said this position was his position. So he's giving to someone whom he wants. He said, I will give it to someone I want. And he said, you give it to the opposition. That's what we said, number one. Number two, we have said there will be replication of SKC spirit upon the youths. Replication. Number 3 is saying that on the day of election, he will be on the ground running. He will be busy on that day. Some people might not believe this. Unfortunately, most of people who understand when things are so difficult now, very tough, is when they will understand. I don't know the problem of people. When you tell them things straightforward, they don't believe. They want to go through tough time, is when they believe now. Until they suffer, what? What for? This is just straight. Someone is taking it for jokes, what? Thinking that, me, I'm foolish. Anyway, maybe you don't know me. So anyway, this is clear that on the day of elections, SKC is saying this is what will happen. And he's saying on that day, any move that will be done to make sure that the manipulation of election will not work out. Number 4, he was talking about how disappointed he is. How disappointed he is about the visit to the plane crash. He said he was expecting that the leadership could have gone to Sipe in Ncheo, not where the plane crash was happening. He was saying he was complaining. He was complaining about his brother, but he did not mention that brother, but he was complaining about his brother. Said, I'm so much disappointed with my brother. There's no need of him going there. He was supposed to go to Sipe. So that, in other words, this message might not be powerful today. One of the signs that you know that this message is so powerful, you will see it on September elections. What will happen? There will be too much dramas that will happen. On that day, there will be too much dramas that will happen. And people will not believe. He is saying that he is disappointed. And these other points, these other 4 points that are remaining, this is where he's talking about his wife. These other messages, I'll try to reach out to their family as well, if I can have that opportunity. Like one of the points is talk about his wife, Mary Chilima, and his children, and other things like that. So now let me go a little bit on this point of election. Whatever they can do, SKC is saying there's no second chance for this government. Whatever, there's no second chance. I won't tell you this. You should understand this thing, because some people are so stubborn. He's saying that he will shed blood. He will shed blood. If somebody want to steal these elections, he's saying that he will shed blood. I want to understand this again. If somebody is trying to steal these elections, he's saying he will shed blood. So it means that now the government in Malawi is changing. That's what he's trying to mean here. So somebody, let those who have hear this message. Those who don't pay attention, ignore it at your own risk. I want to assure you that this message I've told you today, you will surely believe that I'm a prophet of God. What will happen on that day? He said his spirit will be so strong. In other words, it's SKC who is choosing to be the president now. If you have never held that, I'm telling you today. It's SKC who will choose to give that, because he was supposed to be. In other words, that presidency of SKC becoming a president was a promise that God gave him. As long as he was alive, he would have become the president, no matter how it would have happened. That's why the devil fought him hard to death, because it's something that he will become it, whether somebody like it or not. So now it's him who has power to choose a leader. So we want to make things straightforward here. To those who are saying, we don't understand these things, what you are saying, On 16 September is when you believe. He is so much disappointed. He was expecting his brother to go to Ncheu, not to Chikangawa, not to Ntungu actually. He is so much disappointed. All right. Another point which I can also try to clarify is on the replication of SKC. You know, SKC spirit. I'm not talking about party here. That only UTM party. No. If I was talking about party, if I would talk about party, then I'm talking about politics. People say I'm a politician now. But I'm talking about UTM. I'm talking about youths. It means that he has become a mentor. Those who want to break through in Malawian politics, especially the youths, their standard is SKC. God has raised him as a mentor to the youths. If you want to break through, as far as you want to break through in Malawian politics, SKC is the standard, especially to the youths. If you are a politician and you say you want to make wonders in politics, SKC. Many youths will go far. And you know, he said that he will continue helping. In other words, he will continue helping many youths to achieve their dreams by his spirit. His spirit will be so strong that some people will break through in politics. It means now, what he's trying to mean here, most of those who were delayed, now they have speed now. Those who were seeing themselves like they are drained, they would not break through here and there. Now, especially, we have been seeing youths like, being discouraged somehow in politics, whatever it is. Now, these youths have a standard. Another thing which is also very important. We are having people here who are saying, what are you talking about? We don't understand what you're saying. Listen to me. It is very important to leave it if you don't understand it. Rather than taking something, misinterpreting it, it becomes a bullet. If you don't understand this message, just leave it. That's my warning. If you don't understand this message, just leave it. I'm begging you again. If you don't understand this message, just leave it. Instead of you being busy fighting what? I'm saying we're talking about spiritual issues here. We're talking about spiritual issues. You might not understand because yourself you are using your own brain. You think I'm talking out of brain level. These are spiritual issues. Leave it. Why should you just give yourself problems on something you don't understand? Just leave it. This is the warning. Everyone who is planning to pray around with this election, SKC is saying, he will shed blood. You shall hear it. How people will be going one by one. Then you say that prophet warned us, but we did not understood. On that day, his spirit will be so much strong. He will surrender the key of leadership to the one he prefers, to the one he prefers, to the one he wants. Unfortunately, it's not government side. That's what we can say. All right. Any question? Just ask me. I should just pick 3 questions before I sign out. Any question that you can ask me, I'll pick at least 2-3 questions before I leave here. So next time we'll be talking about some 4 points that are remaining, especially the family side, the party. The party also is there as well. This is UTM. The party as well is also there, and other things as well. All right. So as I'm waiting for some questions, I want to say this. Some people might be saying, So how would he be disappointed? How would he be disappointed? Because he, it was supposed to be done that way. That's what he's saying. He's so much disappointed. Someone is say, Zandege anatichani. That is the next time topic imeneo. Yes, hiyo ndi next time topic. Ndekuti imene ili kuma point follow kuja. Ndi tizalankhula zimenezo siku lina. Tizakuuzaniso kuti just follow this page, make sure you follow this page. Zandege kunachitika chani siku lija kundege kuja, what happened zosezo what happened on 10 June. That one is the next topic, so get ready, we are coming. Someone is say, who is our next president? Opposition. The president is coming from opposition. Yes, opposition, yes. Whether somebody fight for it, just wasting time there. The answer is zero. Just zero answer. Zero. The more they fight for it, the more they are failing. Forcing things failing. Forcing. Spirit of SKC is fighting. He said he would defend and fight by himself. The more they fight, the answer is zero. Anyway, thank you very much. I think we are done. Someone is saying, what someone is saying, where is black box? All right, next time. We said it's minutes next broadcast, all right? Next broadcast. So I hope you are fit today. You have heard this message. But I want to warn. This is my two great warnings to those who are listening to me and those who listen me later. In case some people are taking this message for granted, I want to warn you two things. Number one, if you yourself, you think, right, that what happened to SKC was the end, I want to warn you this. You'll be disappointed. That is not the end. Because the way God was speaking to me, he said he has given him standard. SKC has become the father of this nation. SKC has become the father of this nation. He can decide who can rule. That's what has happened. He can decide who can be the president. In other words, he will continue deciding. He will continue deciding who can rule the country from now onwards. This is the big message. Let me repeat to you again. SKC has become the father. He will be deciding who can rule this country. You might not be believing this. Then yourself you believe that this was really a prophetic message. SKC can decide who will be the president of Malawi or not, starting from September going forward. He has the key to this country. So if somebody said they are done with SKC, they are finished SKC, this is just beginning of him. May God bless you. I'm so happy that I saw you here, and make sure you follow this platform so that we can be connected. Shalom.